Hello student, today we start with chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animal. I have divided this chapter in two parts. Today we will learn the first part and then we will learn the second part. First point, animal nutrition. The mode of taking food by any organism and its utilization in the body is called nutrition. Any organism that takes food and this food is utilized in the body, then that is called nutrition. Animals get their food directly or indirectly from plant. Animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of taking food and its utilization in the body. How animal utilize the nutrition? First, they include nutrient requirement, then the mode of taking food, and then they utilize in the body. Digestion. The process by which complex food substances are broken down into the simple substance is called digestion. This is the definition of digestion. What is digestion? When we take the food, the food's complex substance are still broken down into the simple substance. Then it is called digestion. Different way of taking food. Name of animal, kind of food and mode of feeding. Now what snail eat? Snail eat grass. And how it takes the food? It takes the food with chewing. Ant eats insects and mode of feeding is scraping. Eagle eat flesh and mode of feeding is swallowing. Hummingbird, nectar and mode of feeding is sucking. Lice, blood and sucking. Mosquito, blood and mode of feeding is sucking. Butterfly, nectar and mode of feeding is sucking. Housefly, decaying material and the mode of feeding is brewing. Now, let's learn digestion in human. How human beings digest their food. So we need to learn the whole digestive system of human body. We take the food from the mouth. From the mouth, food reach to your food pipe. From the food pipe, it reach to the stomach. From the stomach, it reach to your small intestine and the waste material will get collected in your large intestine. So the main part of the alimentary canal are buccal cavity, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. The main glands are the salivary gland, liver, pancreas, the alimentary canal and the gland together is called the digestive system. So these all things work together and it makes the digestive system of human body. The food and the buccal cavity. We all know that we take our food into the body through the mouth and this process is called ingestion. This is the definition of ingestion. The food is taken into the body through the mouth. This process is called ingestion. In the mouth, the food is broken down into the smaller piece by teeth. We all know that in our mouth there are teeth and the teeth will break down the food into the smaller pieces by the help of your teeth. The mouth has the salivary gland which secretes the saliva. The saliva breaks down the starch into the sugar. Now in our mouth there is also saliva. This saliva helps us to break down the starch into the sugar. And in mouth there is tongue. Tongue helps us to mix the food with saliva and swallow the food. Now tongue. The tongue has taste bud to detect the different taste of food. We all know that tongue helps us to taste the food. So how we can taste the different food? In the tongue there are different tasting regions. The first tip of the tongue we can sweet taste. Then on the little upper part we can taste the salty taste. Then sour taste. And on the last part of your tongue region, we can taste the bitter. Now, teeth. There are 4 types of teeth, and they are incisors, canine, premolars and molar. How these all different type of teeth work together and help us to break down our food. What incisors do? It helps us in biting and cutting the food. Canine help in piercing and tearing the food. Premolars and molars help in chewing and grinding the food. You can see the figure. In the figure, you can see where are the incisors, where are the canines, molars and premolars and your tongue. So there is a diagram of your whole teeth, how they are in your mouth. Now let's see the table. The type of teeth, the number of teeth in your lower jaw, in your upper jaw and the total teeth. Incisor, in the lower jaw there are 4 and the upper jaw again there are 4. So total teeth are 8. Canines 2 and 2, so total are 4. Premolars and molars, on the upper jaw there are 10 and in the lower jaw there are again 10. So there are total 20. Now the food pipe passes along the neck and the chest. The swallowed food is pushed down by the movement of the wall of the food pipe into the stomach. Now after eating the food from the mouth, it reaches to the food pipe, and from the food pipe it is pushed down by the movement of the wall of the food pipe into the stomach. So now your food moves to the stomach. The stomach secretes digestive juice, hydrochloric acid and mucus. The digestive juice breaks down protein. What happens when your food reaches to the stomach? The stomach secretes the digestive juice and hydrochloric acid and mucus. Now this digestive juice breaks down protein. Hydrochloric acid makes the medium acids and kill the bacteria which enter along with the food, and mucus protects the wall of the stomach from the acid. So these bacteria are killed from the food that we eat, and even the mucus helps to protect the wall of the stomach from the acid. The small intestine. The small intestine is a long coiled tube. It receives the secretion from the livers and pancreas. It also secretes the digestive juice. Now from the stomach, now your food comes to your small intestine. What happens in small intestine? It receives the secretion. From where it is received the secretion? It receives the secretion from the 2 glands. One is the liver and second is the pancreas. The liver is the largest gland in the body, and it secretes which juice? It secretes the bile juice, which is stored in your gallbladder, and it breaks down the fat. What happens? The liver will secretes a bile juice which is stored in your gallbladder, and then it breaks down your fat. The pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice which breaks down the carbohydrate and protein. So now even your carbohydrate is also break down and your protein is also break down. The intestinal juice completes the digestion of the starch into the glucose, fats, proteins and into amino acid. This is the figure of your digestive system. This is a human being. You can see the mouth. From the mouth you can see the food pipe. Food pipe you can see the stomach. There is a liver. There is a pancreas and intestine, small intestine and large intestine. The absorption of digested food in small intestine. The digested food is absorbed by the wall of small intestine. Now your food is being digested, and this digested food is absorbed by your walls of the small intestine. Now absorbing this food, digested food, this process is called absorption. The small intestine has several finger-like projections called villi, having blood vessels. This villi helps to increase the surface area of the absorption. The absorbed material are carried by the blood to the different part of the body and it is used by the blood. This is called assimilation. The undigested food then passes into your large intestine. What happens? The food that is not digested, now that will go to your large intestine, and the food that is digested will be absorbed by your body and that will be utilized as this absorbed material will be carried by the blood to the different part of the body and that will be used by your body. Now the undigested food or the waste material that will pass to your large intestine. In the large intestine, water and some salt are there. The remaining waste then passes to the rectum and remain there as a feces. It is removed from the anus from time to time. This process is called digestion. So, in the morning, the waste material that comes from the human body and it comes from your anus. So, the large intestine help us to remove the waste material from our body. So, this is the first part completion of your chapter. I hope it is clear to you. You refer the textbook and read the whole lesson, so it will help you to understand more better.